community came together to keep the tradition and the spirit, his spirit that is, alive. Fox 5's Heather Brown live in Livingston with a heart warmer. Heather.
Good evening, Derry and Greg. You know, I consider myself somewhat of a Christmas lights display connoisseur, and I have to tell you, this is very likely one of the most impressive displays I have ever seen. Could you imagine that at one point this whole thing was on the front lawn of somebody's home? Now it's here at the Livingston Oval, just across the way from Livingston Town Hall. You can see people very excited here. You know, it took a lot of effort, a lot of money, a lot of sweat for them to get this to this area, but once they did, they say it was worth it for all the joy that it brings.
We came, we're just like, wow.
While the display is most impressive from afar, it's the details up close that keep the eyes wide open.
It's like a magical world. It's like, it just brings out the spirit in you.
The 8,000 light tree carefully crafted with dozens of artificial trees, the faces of the elves, the arms of Mickey Mouse. Details that started 50 years ago just down the road at the home of Ernest Camuso, an 89-year-old toy maker who passed away last year.
During the holidays, we couldn't even get out of our driveway. It was just, there was traffic back down. The cops would be directing traffic. It was thousands of people.
He built every piece. His grandchildren would help him put it up.
I've been doing it since I was 13 years old. And we started around Halloween and got finished like the first week of December.
And no one, especially not Camuso's family, wanted to see the Christmas display leave with their father and grandfather. So his family decided to dedicate the pieces to the town, who formed a committee to bring it back. Problem was, after 50 winters, there was a lot of wear and tear, even with Camuso's expert craftsmanship. So the volunteers took it upon themselves to fix the pieces.
I remember every figure like it was yesterday. And this was, to me, repairing all of these was like an historical restoration.
Now it not only sits in the center of Livingston, it sits in the hearts of everyone around. It wouldn't be Christmas here without the Camuso Christmas display. And no one knows that better than the man who started it all.
He would be in his glory, you know, to see it touching people's hearts.
So they did us a little favor tonight by keeping the lights on later than usual so we could share it with you, but usually they're on during the weeknights, anywhere between 9 and 10:30, up until 9 or 10:30. Then on the weekends up until 10 or 10:30, they will go through January 2nd. It doesn't cost anything to come here, but they are accepting donations to the St. Barnabas Burn Unit. That's because Mr. Camuso was in a bad burn accident back in '95, and he says that the burn unit saved his life. We are live in Livingston, New Jersey. Heather Brown, Fox 5 News.